Welcome to the December 7th edition of the KCP Spotlight, where KCP offers news and information relevant to the downtown Kutztown business community. The KCP Spotlight is produced periodically with information that helps business owners and community members learn about KCP initiatives and opportunities and activities going on in our hometown. For more information about the Kutztown Community Partnership, please visit us online at kutztownpa.org. This week's edition of KCP Spotlight highlights a recent event in Schnecksville, Pennsylvania, where President Obama launched his White House to Main Street economic tour. With the economic downturn over the last 2 years taking its toll on the U.S. job market, this visit focused on the President's efforts to help grow small businesses that truly generate the largest portion of new jobs in the United States. Right now, many of these jobs are growing on main streets through small business owners like Alvin Chenko of West Main Street Consulting and Kim Davis of the Bark on Main. Both Chenko and Davis joined KCP Executive Director Jeff Brace at the White House to Main Street Forum at Lehigh Carbon Community College. Here is what they had to say while standing in line to get into the event.
Hi, my name is Alvin Chenko. I'm the president of West Main Consultants. We're located in Kutztown, Pennsylvania. We're a sustainable building and sustainable materials consulting firm, and we're part of this whole green movement, trying to help the country and the rest of the world, see the light.
Hello, I'm Kim Davis. I'm the owner of the Bark on Main, the dog boutique in Kutztown, Pennsylvania. We recently just moved to a bigger location on the Main Street. And I'm here today hoping to hear some more information on how the new administration can help Main Street businesses in smaller towns like Kutztown.
It'll be exciting to hear the President's comments about how Pennsylvania's economic recovery is connected to small business owners and the entrepreneurship and innovation that only comes from small businesses anymore.
The President was greeted warmly by the crowd of approximately 700 people. He highlighted a business he visited that morning, as well as the ongoing decline in the job market and the challenges facing many Americans as a result. Let's listen to some of the President's comments now.
But even on the most trying days, I want you to know that I'm grateful for the opportunity to serve you in these challenging times for America. And I'm grateful for this chance to get out of Washington. and spend the day in the Lehigh Valley talking with people about this very tough economy. In the 2 years since this recession began, too many members of our American family have felt the gut punch of a pink slip. 8 million Americans have lost their jobs. Every one of us knows somebody who's been swept up by this storm. Neighbors who've lost their homes or their health care, friends who've used up their savings or put off their retirement, relatives who've downscaled their dreams or dropped them entirely, young people who aren't sure whether they can afford their college educations. I've heard these stories from every corner of America, and I see them in the letters that I read every single night.
As part of his address to the gathered crowd, the President highlighted some modestly encouraging news. Throughout the month of November, the U.S. economy lost approximately 11,000 jobs. This number is the smallest job loss total for a month since December of 2007. Additionally, the national unemployment rate dropped from 10.2% to 10% during the month of November. While encouraging, the President still emphasized that even one job lost is too many. The President also answered questions from the crowd. His response to one question focused on the change in the U.S. economy over the years. Here's what President Obama had to say.
When you look at our economy, in the same way that we used to be an agricultural country and then we moved to an industrial age, and then we went from an industrial economy into an information economy. That transition means that manufacturing will never be as high of a percentage of our economy as it was back in the 1950s. It's not just because we're competing overseas, it's also that a factory that used to require 100 guys to make something, now they can do it with 10 guys because of automation. and advances in technology. So there's going to be a shift in our economy, but the capacity for a state like Pennsylvania to make enormous progress on advanced manufacturing around infrastructure on the one hand and green technology on the other are still enormous.
The President also spent a great deal of time focused on a matter that appears to be widely accepted. The lack of credit available to small business owners is taking its toll. Let's listen to some of the President's comments.
Having been way too easy in terms of giving credit, now banks have swung in the opposite direction, and they're not giving any credit to some very credit-worthy businesses. They used to say yes to everything, now they're just saying no to everything.
After the forum, Kim Davis and Alvin Chenko were asked for their final impressions of the event.
We just left seeing President Obama speak. It's very exciting. It's good to hear about some plans they have in the works. I'm interested to hear more things they have going on, I guess, that are coming out in a Tuesday address. I still think, though, banks need to work with freeing up some more credit, and that seems to be a major concern today, is freeing up more cash flow for these businesses to grow and hire more employees and increase their business. I know for me personally, some programs that are in place, SBA programs that are in place and financial institutions that are working with them. There are some banks that have chosen not to work with the ARC program that has been recently released this past June, which makes it a little bit of a challenge because it is a very good program if you're able to work with a financial institution that does participate in the program. So for me personally, that was sort of a learning lesson for me that I went through, figuring out if I could work with that program or not.
Well, going in, I didn't really have any questions to be answered or anything. I really just wanted to get a sense of what President Obama was thinking about the economy and the job situation. And I think everything he said was very reasonable. I pretty much agree with his thoughts that we need to be patient, but that he kind of gave us a reassurance that he is working on this. And I think some of the plans that he put forth, some of the programs that he says he's working on, are pushing us in the right direction.